Boxing Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto says that had no guys had Max Gennady Golovkin needs to do more to beat Canelo Alvarez. We're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, before I get started, we got to talk about this. Sign up for ESPN Plus, the bundle. That's what we pushing. That's the latest directive. ESPN Plus bundle. That includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three of those apps, one price, and that's $12.99 a month. I personally have all three. And for those who need content during this quarantine, you know, you're getting bored around the house, did a lot of organizing and housework, this may be a great option for you. And it does help my channel, help support us so we can continue doing more and keep pumping out the content. Another great way to help the channel is to sign up for the Patreon. Head over to the Patreon family. You know, I revamped it. We did a major overhaul. We starting from scratch, from the ground up. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was my Patreon. So if you want to go over there, support, I'm moving some of the content over there, certain things, and, you know, just giving more to the Patreons. During this quarantine, I decided to focus a lot of my energy on the people who have been supporting in such a crazy way on the channel member side and the Patreon. So if you like, you know, head over there and sign up for that. Now, let's talk about it. Legend Miguel Cotto, he says that Golovkin needs to do more to beat Canelo. I'm going to read the quote. He says, I think the whole world is looking at Canelo versus Golovkin 3, and I think it's going to happen soon. I think Golovkin has more to prove to the world of boxing in this fight. The first fight was tight, and in the second one, Golovkin lost. He has to make the best effort in the ring to separate himself. He says, yeah, I want to see it Triple G or Jamal Charlo. So that's what Miguel Cotto said. Miguel Cotto said, really, the ball's in Golovkin's court. Golovkin is the one that needs to impress and look good and look well in this third fight. And I love Miguel Cotto. You know, one of my favorite fighters to watch, you know, coming up, watching Miguel Cotto. I agree with him 1,000%. Listen, this is literally, it's crazy how this all works and ties in. But stuff that I say on my page, on my channel, before I hear anyone really say it, I say it because I feel it and I mean it. Then I start hearing people in the boxing world, boxers, trainers, you know, that kind of thing. And they're saying the same thing that I've been telling you. I think Cotto hit the nail on the head. I think the pressure is on Gennady Golovkin. Golovkin's the one who's 38. Golovkin is the one who was supposed to be the bully. Golovkin is the one who was supposed to be pursuing Canelo. And Golovkin's the one who lost to Canelo. And I said the same thing Cotto's saying. I have no idea, like boxing sometimes, ever so often, I see situations in boxing where I'm like, did I watch the same fight that everybody else watched? Because it almost makes you feel like you're crazy, like you're insane, you know? And when I look at Canelo Golovkin 1, okay, that's different. But Canelo Golovkin Part 2, I didn't even really see it being all that controversial. I think Canelo was in a little bit of trouble late. You know, he got hurt, he got hit with some big shots because Golovkin was like kind of going for broke. And, you know, he had no other option but to fight back. You're a fighter, you want to keep your belts. So I thought the reason Golovkin lost is because he lost the first half of the fight. You know, he was looking like he almost might get stopped. It was looking like a different fight. Canelo was pushing him back and grinding him back and, you know, keeping him like out of his element. And he didn't look good. He looked kind of wilted in that fight to me. So I thought he was off to far too slow a start. And he didn't really do much for the first 8 rounds. But, he showed heart and he picked it up towards the end. And those are the rounds where you might give Golovkin some of those rounds. And Canelo has this thing where his stamina is shifty. Canelo's stamina, you can't always rely on. About the 5th, 6th round, sometimes Canelo flattens out. So, Golovkin, he made a valiant effort in the second half, but he let too much of it go. Canelo's the star. Canelo, you just know how Canelo judges scorecards and these types of things. You're never going to win like that. You're never going to win in a close, contested, controversial fight against somebody who's, the golden boy, the new golden boy, or, the judge seems to favor him. Because even in the Amir Khan fight, I thought Amir Khan was clearly beating Canelo. Eesh, 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 eesh. He was doing all that fast stuff and that eesh, eesh, eesh shit. And he won the first 4 rounds pretty easy and pretty convincingly. But let the judges of that fight tell it. They said that Amir Khan was, 2 of the judges out of 3 had him losing. And I think 1 had it almost even or had Khan winning. But it was easy to see. Canelo did pretty good in round 5 and then he knocked him out in the 6th. So what's so wrong about having a fair scorecard? We all knew that Khan couldn't get touched on the chin. Otherwise, it was going to be eesh, eesh, eesh. And that's what happened. He said eesh, eesh, eesh. And he couldn't make no mistakes. Canelo was bigger. No rehydration clause. And it was murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. And that's what we knew. But you can at least score it right up until that point in which that happens. But nonetheless, Golovkin, he wasn't going to win the type of fight that he was fighting with Canelo. It's just, there is no way. Close fight. Judges seem to fancy Canelo anyway. But beyond that, I really see Canelo has had gifts, the Lotta fight, the Mayweather judge saying it was a draw, CJ Ross, stuff like that. But I didn't even think this was like that. I thought, I don't even know what some people were watching. I thought Golovkin handily lost. I really did. It wasn't even hard to score type of fight. So when I read on Twitter and seen people, that the outpouring of emotion, it makes me believe that, rest in peace to Roger Mayweather. Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. And they showing the fuck don't. Who he beat? Ain't beat no motherfucking body. Okay, most people don't know shit about boxing. They let their emotions rule and dictate everything they're doing and what they're saying. And it's crazy. But I don't care who you like. Clenbuterol, all this stupid shit that people are throwing out. Canelo won that fight. So I agree with Miguel Cotto. The pressure is on your boy Gennady Golovkin to look good and to win. I mean, he's the aging fighter. Canelo's in. I think it's going to be ugly. And Cotto know, because Cotto fought a younger Canelo. But I think Cotto looked better versus Canelo than Golovkin did in the second fight. I'm not even being funny. I'm being true. And he knows firsthand what Canelo is good, and he's still a fighter at heart. So he's been watching Canelo. The pressure is on Golovkin 1,000%. I honestly believe that. He's the aging fighter. He's also making good money with DAZN, has this lucrative deal with equity, and he's the one getting older and all these things like that. So I don't see it being good for Golovkin, especially if his body's giving out on him. His last fight, he clearly lost with Deryevchenko, but somehow, some way, judges seen it, unanimous decision for Golovkin. Just like the Jacobs fight, not one person had it for Jacobs. This is what we see in boxing, huh? So it is what it is, but I don't really even want to see Canelo Triple G3. I just feel like Charlo, that's a better fight right now. Charlo versus Canelo, way better. Or at least Charlo versus Triple G. Here's why. Canelo moved all the way to 75 and got a stoppage. Charlo, he still could use big names on his resume. So that's why I'd rather see Triple G versus Charlo, which he won't fight, and DAZN won't make him fight. And, or Canelo versus Charlo, because there's still stuff to learn and be gauged about them. Canelo already has a strong resume, being the A side and being able to manifest any type of fight he wants. He's been the A side over most guys, not named Floyd Mayweather, if not everybody. But not everyone's afforded those same type of options where they can just guarantee and get the fight that they want. So let me know if you're picking Golovkin in the third fight. I have got to hear that. If you think Golovkin's going to win the trilogy with Canelo Alvarez, you know, I need to see why you feel that way in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.